presented by alexnmao. Mao served in a provincial unit of the Revolutionary Army for 6 months in 1911. This filled his boyhood desire for being a military hero, like George Washington, Napoleon, or famous Chinese warrior. This also gave him a basis of understanding what to do when commanding an army, which would be important when he led the communists against the nationalists during the Chinese Civil War. He visited Moscow and Stalin in the fall of 1949. This was Mao's first international trip, and the trip laid down a basis of mistrust for the Soviets instead of helping relations between the two countries. This same mistrust led Mao to accuse two of his closest allies, Liu Shaoqi and Deng Xiaoping, of being the Chinese versions of Khrushchev who overthrew Stalin from power. Mao tried to let 100 flowers bloom in 1956. Mao tried to get the intellectuals to join the cause of communism by giving the scholars free speech. The plan backfired and Mao had to go back to controlling over everything people said and did. Mao eventually turned his back on education during the Great Proletarian Cultural Revolution, but he did form the Red Guards, which were made up of the scholars. Mao married a well-known actress named Jiang Qing in 1939. Jiang Qing pushed very hard for the Cultural Revolution because she believed that the four walls had to be torn down and the four news should be enforced. Qing was one of Mao's closest political and personal allies, as well as one of the most influential people in the government. He joined the Communist Party in 1923, 1924, or 1925. Mao was fascinated with the Communist main principle of government that controlled everything and distributed everything equally to everyone. Mao strongly believed in these ideals, so he joined. When the Communists defeated the Nationalists, he was able to gain control and found the People's Republic of China. Mao organized the Communists during the Great Leap Forward, which lasted from 1958 through 1962. Mao believed that if he gave people free food, free Medicare, free everything you needed to live a normal life, they would be encouraged to work harder. This is one of his worst political ideas, so that he could manipulate people and make ideas that sounded great, but in reality just couldn't work. Swim was actually more of a float in the Yangtze River in 1966. Mao wanted to make a statement by showing that a sport can be made into a revolutionary act. There were many other people swimming with him, and some carried red flags. This soon turned into a massive event which gave everyone in China a revolutionary spirit. Cultural Revolution. Mao organized the Red Guards. Mao formed them in 1966, which was the start of the Cultural Revolution. The Red Guards were made up of students who prosecuted people who were considered counter-revolutionary by humiliating them, taking away many of their possessions, and even arresting them and sometimes killing them. The students who made up the Red Guards are now considered the Lost Generation. In the Chinese Civil War, Mao led the Communist forces on a 6,000-mile-long march to escape the Nationalists in 1935. Even though 10,000 of his 80,000 soldiers survived, Mao immediately gained respect and power throughout the Communist Party. This event solidifies his position as the leader of the Communist force. Elected as the chairman of the People's Republic of China in 1949, once the Nationalists were defeated and driven to the island nation of Taiwan, the Communists formed the People's Republic of China. Mao was chosen as the chairman of the country due to his leadership abilities and the fact that he was shown that he could guide a large force of people through different these sources.